Yes, people, back again for another show. I mean, you did mention me as well, you know. Yeah, back again for another show where we're gonna go through the game last night. Gonna go through the big match talking points. Talk about how Liverpool was victorious in this game yesterday. Okay.
Can we talk about
Yeah.
Salah having the miss of the season?
Yeah.
What in the world was that?
He shouldn't have been playing.
What was that?
I don't think he should have come in straight away anyway. That's just to me that didn't make sense. What you now you come back, you get to come back in straight away. Come on now.
That's what I thought.
Right. Anyway.
As soon as I see Salah on the pitch, I'm like, really? Already?
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, so we'll talk about that, but in the meantime, hit the like button and subscribe button. And I think at the moment Aston Villa are winning 1-0, ain't they? 1-0 in the Europa Cup.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Probably against a team that we haven't heard of. Do you know what I mean?
More than likely, yeah. If 16th and 17th can get to the final, I'm sorry, Aston Villa will.
Yeah. Oh, Europa Cup. Yeah, against Fenerbahce, they're beating. Yeah. Oh, at least we heard of these teams. You know
we've heard of them.
Yeah. At the moment, it's Bologna 2, Celtic 2, Brann 3, FC Midtjylland 3, Fenerbahce 0, and that's full time. They've won that actually, full time. Those other two I read out with full time results. So yeah, Fenerbahce 0, Aston Villa 1.
Only one.
Feyenoord 3, Sturm Graz 0. Freiburg 1. Maccabi Tel Aviv 0. Malmo 0. And FC Carinia, you know what I mean, 1. You see, this you get to sort of like teams that you haven't heard of.
Yep.
PAOK 2, Real Betis 0.
You sound like that guy from the BBC. Dispo 1, those United 2.
You know, Victoria Present 1, FC Porto 1, Young Boys 0, Leon, 1. So those are all the full-time results. At the moment with Nottingham Forest is Braga 0, Nottingham Forest 0, Celta Vigo 1, Lille 0, Dynamo Zagreb 2, FC SB. That's 1. Was it Fernovaris? Something like that. Must be some Greek team. 0. Panathinaikos 0. Nice 2. Go ahead Eagles. Go ahead Eagles, you know.
What?
Go ahead. They're from Holland, didn't they? 0. Rangers 1. Ludogorets 0. Roma 1. Stuttgart 0. Salzburg 3. Basel 0. FC Utrecht 0. Genk 0. That's your scores at the moment in the Europa Cup.
Oh, okay. Are they not doing the Conference League with Crystal Palace, or are they out?
I don't know. I think they're still in actually, you know, but ain't nobody got time for Conference League, and ain't nobody got time for Crystal Palace. After they stitch us up for Mark Gay, they stitched us up. No, we got stitched up, Mark Gay. Stitched up.
100% agree.
Yeah. So listen, let's talk about the game last night, man. Let's talk about the game last night. What's your thoughts on the game last night?
We played very well, and Frimpong and Kirkes, they are absolute dynamos, and they're doing exactly what it was they're supposed to be doing. They're playing as wing backs, which is exactly why they were bought. They were boring up and down, and Salah finally had some cover on the right he could actually trust. You could see with the way Salah was playing that he trusts Frimpong completely, and Frimpong getting himself a little goal in there. Ekitike was unlucky though; he hit the post or the bar or whatever the hell that was in the corner. But
yeah, he twice. Yeah.
Yep, very, very good performance from Liverpool. if they actually start playing like that, they have a chance in the Champions League. If they can bring that to the Premier League, we could probably put some more points on the board.
Yeah.
First
Big up
test is
Peter. Big up Pete in the building.
Peter, lad.
Big up lads. Big up love and respect. Yeah. Who impressed you most last night?
Wirtz again, very very well played, very good player. Wirtz. When he gets the ball, you can see that the opposition they can't tackle him. They just don't seem to be able to tackle him much. Now, the one thing that did let Wirtz down last night was his first touch. As I say, I was very very impressed with Ekitike's performance as well. But for me, man of the match definitely was Frimpong. Unbelievable way he played, man. Unbelievable. Kept on beating his man, and he got, like I say, got himself a goal. May not have been the best goal he's ever scored, but I bet he'll take it.
Yeah, I saw bits of the game still, but I didn't see all of it.
I saw the whole thing, man. Brilliant performance. Absolutely brilliant. Yes, as people will say, we did give a few chances out, but that's how Liverpool have always been. We've always give chances out. It annoys me as much as it probably annoys you, but we always give the opposition chances. That's why we brought Alisson to go in there instead of the other previous keepers we've had, because they weren't good enough.
Yeah. Alisson played that.
Alisson had done really good saves, actually. He did very well yesterday. Very good saves.
From what I can see from sort of like from Alisson yesterday, he looked like he had a good game, to be fair.
He had a fantastic game, yeah. Really did. One of the players on the outside of the box from a corner just hit it, and Alisson was there saving it. Really good save. Really spot on goalkeeping it was. He really did well. Back to the Alisson I know and love.
Yeah. I think at the end of the day, when it comes to the Champions League, I think he's bound to do pretty well in the Champions League because I think he's not so hustle and bustle as the Premier League. You understand what I'm saying?
You can see the difference, can't you?
Yeah,
between the way they play in the Premier League and the way they play in the Champions League.
Yeah.
But one thing I will say though is, as good as this glorified Super League is, the teams are going to start getting used to each other because they're going to be playing each other all the time. The problem with that is you're going to end up with a game like the Premier League where the teams know each other that well that the game's no longer entertaining. So there's going to be a problem going forwards because the likes of Liverpool, City, United, and all the rest of it will find their ways back to the Champions League. And if we're always playing in a 36 league basically competition, it means all the teams are going to get used to playing each other. So all the teams are going to get used to playing against each other as well. So they'll know how each other plays. So you're going to end up with the exact same way you have in the Premier League or the other leagues where it's not going to be that competitive and it's going to be closer games.
Yeah, no, for real. And what you're gonna get is like teams at the end of the day sort of like cancelling each other out, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah, cancelling each other out.
That's what you're gonna get.
Peter says, all eggs in the UEFA Champions League basket. Yeah, well.
And if you want to have one player to manage you to win you the Champions League, who better than Gerrard?
There you go.
But that's the problem, isn't it? It's like I'm saying. Unless it's actually written into the contract where he has to just be interim, and if he wins the Champions League, what the FSG do? Because we see what they did with Dalglish. That's a problem.
I would like to think that he still walks. You know what I mean? I'd like to think he still walks. Because what it is, if you win the Champions League, great. You know what I mean? And like all he needs at the end of the day, all the club needs, if you know what I'm saying, is like to get like to know that listen, they are playing the Champions League next season. Do you know what I mean? So no matter which sort of like manager they have or head coach of them, they know they're in the Champions League next season. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
And to be fair, at the end of the day, right, that wasn't really. Do you know what I mean? That wasn't really the goal. That wasn't really the project. You know what I mean? This season, the project was really, at the end of the day, is to retain the league.
It was, yeah.
You know what I mean? That was a project because, as I said, I was talking to you backstage, and I said I was listening to sort of like Talk Sport today, and Darren Bent says it, and which is true. He says like when you look at the sort of like the Champions League, he's lost his edge because like 90% of the teams that's in there don't even deserve to be in there.
And they don't drop down into different competitions anymore. They just stay in one competition.
Well, I think at the end of the day, to me at the end of the day, right? That's how it should have been anyway. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be at the end of the day. So, you get rewarded for failure.
Yeah,
And if you don't qualify for next stage, you're out. Simple as that. Do
but
you know what
isn't
I
that,
mean?
but isn't that just basically just changed the whole thing from what it was to what it is now? And do people prefer it this way, or did you want it back to the way it was before? What do you think?
It doesn't matter. I don't think it matters at the end of the day what people prefer. You know what I mean? It matters what's right. You know what I mean? How to run a competition and like there's no way in life. You know what I mean? If you look in life, there's no way in life at the day that you get rewarded for failure.
No, you shouldn't.
That's
Definitely
yeah,
shouldn't.
and that's what I'm saying. And that's what it basically is right. If you finish third in your group, and in fact, oh, that's okay. You get to drop down to the UEFA Cup or Europa Cup as it is
Mm,
now. Do you know what I
not
mean? You
anymore.
failed. You failed at the day to come into to that top two. So all right, listen, check this down. Not only have they freed up, not only did they free up spaces
Yeah.
in certain leagues, and certain leagues had three teams that can go through. Certain leagues have four teams that can go through. You understand? Yeah.
No, we have
No,
five.
now we've got five. No, I mean, eventually we had six, didn't we?
Oh, we
No,
did this season. Yeah, we had six.
yeah, because Tottenham went through. So not only did what the hell is my feet going? Not only did I got hold on 1 second. I'm just got my tablet is just making noises. I don't know why. There you go. So not only at the end of the day, sort of like we got six teams going through. 16s going through.
Yeah.
So all right, but before at the end of the day, it was like 3 and 4. If you got in the top three, if you got in the top three, you was in the Champions League. Got in the top four, then changed to top four. Right. So not only have they freed up sort of like four spaces because it was four spaces. You're
Yeah.
still in the four spaces. Not only have they freed up four spaces, right? You're also allowed to fail and go down to another competition.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So like what Seville was doing it, and Seville was getting into the Champions League, right?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't really business bother about what they did in the Champions League because then they go back into a competition which they win every time they're in it.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's just like you're rewarding someone for failure. I literally don't get it.
Yeah.
You can't do that. So like, but the way it is now, where they've set up a league format. Well, they've got to put more teams in there.
Mm.
It's like a league. It's literally like a league format. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
you got to be in the top eight. For the top eight in the day is instant qualifications, isn't it? Something like that.
Yeah.
Right. And then if you finish just below that, you do a playoff. You know what I mean? You do a
Yeah.
playoff to get into sort of like knockout stages, isn't it? You know what I mean, right? So really and truly, more football, more teams, more revenue coming in for them.
Yeah. It's not
And that's what when you check it now, that's what it's all about. It all
money.
comes down to money, my boy. All comes down to money. Yeah, get all these other teams in, like for Israel and all them sort of places. And then now when you look at the sort of like Europa Cup format, and you look at the bloody I mean, as I'm saying, you got that Europa Conference League now. You know what I mean? There's more teams in there.
Yeah.
And there's teams really at the end of the day, right? Excuse me, that you haven't heard of. Do you know what I mean? That literally
Yeah.
haven't heard of. They're literally at the end of the day, at the end of the day, when they get in this competition and you literally know they're gonna fail.
Mm-hmm.
Just know it. Do you know what I mean? No disrespect to the Irish lot and everything that, right? Do you know what I mean? County Wexford ain't getting that far in the competition, are they? Really?
No.
You're just making up numbers. So to me, at the end of the day, that's what I'm saying. I said it before. And at the end of the day, the way that I see the Champions League going and stuff, right? I would rather win the league.
Yeah.
I rather if they said to me, a choice said to me, guys, you can win 5 Champions Leagues, right? Yeah, right. I know, I know league titles, or you can win 10 league titles. I know Champions League. I'm telling,
I'm going for the 10 league titles.
I'm taking 10 league titles, bro.
Hmm?
I'm taking that. At least that's credited. And this is what I was trying to explain to Thing the other day. When you looked at the game between Barcelona and Inter Milan, you looked at that game and felt there was fighting tooth and nail, and they
Yes.
to actually there's fighting tooth and nail to literally
Was this
to
something
go
like
through.
5-4? When it played
Yeah,
5-4 by
yeah,
the end of the
something
game.
yeah,
That's a fight.
something crazy in the end. But let's
Left the
fight.
ball on the pitch.
Yeah, he's fighting, just fighting tooth and nail at the day to get in the final. The first leg, you just didn't know who was going. At the end of it, you didn't know who was going to go through. Even parts at the day in the second leg, you still didn't know who was going to go through because fighting tooth and nail. Now for Inter Milan, yeah, to beat Barcelona with the best player in the world, yeah, right.
You want about Lamar? You want about Yamal
Yeah,
again?
yeah.
No,
With the
no.
best player in the world for Inter Milan and to beat Barcelona in that semi-final, which was a really good semi-final. Do you
No,
know
it
what
was
I
a
mean?
really good semi-final. I remember
Yeah,
watching
I
it.
ain't gonna lie, it was a really good semi-final. For them to go into the final and day, right, and show no fight at all.
I know.
They just rolled over it and like, what comes to mind, my friend, is a fix. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it's like do you remember the way Liverpool beat Barcelona 4-0 at Anfield
Mm,
to get to the final, right? And Tottenham came back against Ajax and they put all their heart and soul in.
yeah.
But if you watch the final, it wasn't that it wasn't that good. But
It wasn't that good,
they
but
put that much effort into getting to the final that the final
mm,
itself just didn't compare.
it wasn't that good. But what it was, what I always say is this: is that Tottenham showed more fight than Inter Milan that night
Yeah, yeah.
against us. Just and this is what I'm talking about. Yes, like, you can be all played out, but if one side and then they is showing more fight, you know what I mean, and it's like than the other, and it just didn't sit right, bro.
It didn't sit
I
right. The
was,
game
I was
was
watching
5
that.
0 before half time. 5-0 before half time. It's like,
No, it wasn't. It was like something like 3-0.
was it 3-4? Whatever
Yeah,
it was.
about 3-0 before our time. They was all over them, bro. Inter Milan didn't look like they want. Inter Milan didn't look like they just didn't want to play football. And then sort of Paris Saint Germain rocks up in that World Cup business and gets beaten by Chelsea.
There you go.
You know what I mean? It's just nah. It's just you know what I mean. That's what I'm saying. That all these tournaments at the day are not really credited now anymore. Even
No,
that World Cup thing, for that World Club Cup thing, they've ruined that as well.
that was horrific. That
They've
was
ruined that
absolutely
now
horrific.
that's every 4 years, and you got teams in there, right, from New Zealand and all that sort of thing.
Yep.
Bayern Munich beat this team at 10-0.
Yeah.
What you learning out of that?
Nothing.
These certain day when we won that World Cup thing, yeah. These certain day it was harder to win.
It was because Fahrenheit, the team we played, Fahrenheit, at the time, Liverpool had just gone through a season, and Fahrenheit had just started their season, so they were way ahead of us in their obviously fitness, and it showed in that game as well.
Well,
It was only because of Firmino that we actually managed to win that game.
yeah. All right, lads. Hope all okay. Just had scouts for my tea.
Nothing like a border scouse, eh, Ants?
Don't say like that. Scouts.
Right, okay, Neil.
Peter says preseason slot was favoring the UEFA Champions League. Yeah,
It
man.
was, you know.
Yeah. Like, he knows that's the only competition that he's probably going to win.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the same anymore. Had a snooker league match
Last night.
last night. Yeah, last night. Yeah, it's really last night against the team we in the
In a cup final.
In the cup, yeah, you read that. Read that.
All right, team we in a cup final against. We won 4-3. I lost on the pinky made of 34. Hey, your team won though. Oh, well done. Yeah, so your team won, you lost. Look at it this way: your team won. If you lost, okay, but the team won, so you still got the points on the board. What about it? But
It's
like me on
funny.
them in darts, if I was the only loser and my team still won, I'd accept that loss and accept the punishment that comes with it.
There you go, mate.
Because the team
Oh,
won. So the points go on the board. They don't I don't get anything from the game, but the team do. And the team won and the team get the points on the board. But it's not an individual game.
oh, great. Read that one out for me, please.
It's funny how the Club World Cup now counts. We won it and it didn't count. Funny that, isn't it? That's the point, isn't it? And then they're saying that you can't have the badge in the middle. When we won it, you couldn't have the badge in the middle. But yet, when Chelsea won it, badge in the middle. When City won it, badge in the middle. But we were allowed one game. One game with that logo there. We were allowed one game with the Club World Cup logo. Why was City allowed to do it for a full season, and why were Chelsea?
I'm telling you, man. It's a fix. The fix is on, and people like Reacts don't understand it, man. I'll take that all day. Yep.
That's it. Now you're getting it. Now you're getting it. You just read
Yeah,
it
man.
as a sentence. You don't try and see how he spells it. Just read it as a sentence.
Yeah, man. Decipher the thing in it.
Chelsea and City still have it on their shirts. Yeah, they do. He's right. They do.
I do, mate.
Which I find even more annoying as well, because we were allowed one game. We won that tournament fair and square against Fahrenheit, and yet we were
Finally,
yeah, Fahrenheit. We played Fahrenheit
in what?
in the Club World Cup.
No, we never.
It was Fahrenheit, wasn't it?
Mexican team. No, it was no, it was no. Flamengo.
Was it Flamengo?
Yeah, Flamengo from Brazil.
Are you sure?
Yeah, and remember they beat us years ago, didn't they? They beat us years ago in that
Oh yeah,
tournament.
they beat us,
We
yeah.
never,
We beat us years ago, yeah.
yeah, beat us years ago in the tournament because we never really used to take it seriously. And they had some ballers back in them day, early 80s and all that. But like, it was Flamengo. Flamengo.
Just gonna have a quick look.
Yeah.
You might be right, but I do remember seeing us playing against Fahrenheit.
Because Feyenoord, in order for Feyenoord to sort of like be in that conversation, that they will have to win the Champions League, and they don't stand a chance of doing that.
No, they're not in the Champions League. Are they? They're in the other one. They're in another one. Oh yeah, you're right. It's Flamengo. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, what it is, and before they done this big shake up, and then right, it used to be the champions of Europe, champions of South America, and champions of Asia, and that. You know what I mean? And then they get thrown into the pot and everything that. It was literally like a little short tournament, which I found was really good. You didn't want to prolong it. Do you know what I mean?
At the end of December, wasn't it? And one time we had to play in the Club World Cup, and we had to play in the FA Cup. We had two teams in two different continents.
League Cup. It was a League Cup.
It was a League Cup, yeah. Two different continents. We had that. Remember? So we had the reserves there, and we had the full team in another continent.
But you know something? That was like, what it was is Klopp didn't have to do that.
No.
Klopp could have opted out of competition because he was allowed to opt out of competition. He was allowed to opt out either the FA Cup or the League Cup. Because you remember that season and they sort of like that Man United won in 99? Is it 99?
I think so.
98, 99, something like
99 it was, yeah.
Yeah, 99 when they won when they won the league, won the Champions League, right? What it was at the end of the day, they was told at the end of the day, right, that they could sort of like, right, because you're ready to enter this competition and right, you can either opt out the League Cup or opt out the FA Cup. And I think they chose to opt out the FA Cup, if I'm right. I think they did.
No, in 99 it would have been the League Cup because they won the FA Cup, they won the Champions League, and they won the Premier League.
No, after. I'm talking after that.
After that? Okay.
Yeah, after the same year, but like the seasons new season starts in the same year. Well,
Mm.
in the new season, right, there was allowed to opt out the League Cup or the FA Cup. You know what I mean? And
All right.
I think they opted out the FA Cup. Put it this way, they opted out of one of them anyway.
Mm-hmm.
They opted out of one of them. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And what happened? So what it was that they obviously when Thing won it, when Liverpool won it in 2005,
Mm-hmm.
they had a choice as well. But I think I'm sure in 2005, I'm sure they took the fucking League Cup. They might have took the League Cup. Don't quote me. They might have took the League Cup.
I'm
But they
not
had
sure.
choices. They had the choice to do that. They had the choice to do the opt out tournament. But obviously Klopp said no, he didn't want to opt out in the tournament. He just played all of them. Innit? He played the League Cup. He played the FA Cup. Do you know what I mean? He played all of it. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So but like I just think at the end of the day, I would rather win the League Cup. Sorry, the league. Sorry, I'd rather win the league.
Yeah, I'd rather win the league because I've not seen us win that, and I've been told about Liverpool dominating, and I've never seen it.
Yeah, we did. Well, I'd rather do that than bloody this FA Cup business. No, seriously, it's just annoying. That team we beat are second in the league. We are fifth, usually fifth. Is it six?
6 versus 6.
Yeah, 6 versus 6. They only had five, so one played twice on. Is it
One
on?
who played.
Yeah. Who played first? Who
One
played
of our
first? One of
lads.
our lads beat him by about 60. Just shows not every match is the same. Is
Yeah.
that talking about snooker, innit?
Yeah, it's talking about snooker, yeah.
Yeah.
60,
Yeah.
that's impressive, that's impressive.
Go on, son, get in there.
Um,
Go on, read that for us.
we got slammed everywhere, putting kids out versus Villa. Literally had Club World Cup final next day. Other teams through free pass. Yeah, he's right.
Yeah,
We
they
did get
yeah.
slated. We did get slated for putting out the kids, but what choice did we have when the first team was in another continent? What choice did we have?
But we could, and the thing is about it with the sort of like Klopp, where I sort of say he was wrong. We could have opted out that competition. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Oh yeah, that's the case. We could have opted out. Yeah,
We
definitely.
could have opted out that competition. We didn't have to play that competition. We could have just played the FA Cup.
Fair enough.
And then what would have happened is that our team would have been fresh, coming back for that sort of like coming back for the FA Cup. Would have
Well,
been fresh.
we came back for the Club World Cup and beat Leicester 4-0. So you know.
Yeah, so we'd have been fresh for the FA Cup.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But
being in snooker league games where I've won was the match as well. Yeah, man.
We got to stop Arsenal winning the FA Cup and Champions League. Yeah,
I am not worried about Arsenal winning the Champions League. They get a participant certificate every single season they've been alive, so I'm not even bothered about them.
The what?
As participation certificate, they have never won the damn thing ever.
No, they won't. Yeah.
So I'm not worried about them winning the Champions League. They haven't got a hope in hell of winning the Champions League. Literally. 2006 was the last final I ever seen them in. Tottenham went to the finals. They won the cup. They won the Cup Winners' Cup? They won that. But what have they won since? What have they won in Europe since then? Nothing.
Cup Winners' Cup shit though, anyway, isn't it?
I know it was crap.
Not once were we there. You know what the Cup Winners' Cup was? It was like
the Conference League.
No. It was Cup Winners' Cup. It was a good idea, actually. It was a good idea. So, like, Liverpool won the FA Cup.
Yeah.
And then they've got the Scottish Cup. Then they've got Portuguese Cup. Then they've got Spanish Cup, Italian Cup, and German Cup. You know what I mean?
Was it the winner of all of them played each other?
Yeah. Winner of all of them played each other.
Fair enough, then.
It was quite good, actually. It was quite good quite a good tournament. I mean, one of them plays that. I'm not sure how they did the format, but that was the thing. You know what I mean?
I'll put it at the same level as the Conference League now.
Oh yeah. Because they got rid of it, didn't they? They got rid.
That's why they got rid of it.
Yeah, literally got rid of it. Still, it
And
was
it
a good
opened
idea.
up.
It was a good idea first off. I'll give them that. It was a good idea first off to have a competition like that. You know what I mean? You
Mm-hmm.
know, but like I think after a while in the day, sort of like you think to yourself, well, you know what I mean? What's the point?
Yeah, man. I
Mm.
just see something about Canati.
Huh?
I just see something about Canati.
What's happening there?
Our thoughts on Abraham Canati and his family following the passing of his father. Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah. Because he had to rush back to sort of like to France. He had to go back to France, and they said it's family related. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Okay.
So listen, I know what it's like to lose a father. So my thoughts and prayers goes out to him.
Definitely.
Did you hear Walcott asking money? Was it asking?
Rooney.
Oh, asking Rooney how United 0708 United team would do versus Arsenal now. Rooney said they battered this Arsenal. He's spot on.
He would. He would.
Hey,
That United 0708 team was something else. I mean,
it was a bit.
ridiculous.
So I did a panel, right? I did a poll.
Mhm.
LSC fans, if Arnie Slot wins the Champions League, does he keep his job?
No.
Right, right. 57% says yes.
What?
43% says no. And I've got like, or give him one more season, and I've got no votes in that one still. I will.
Rivals have jumped in again. There's no way an actual Liverpool fan is going to say yes to him staying. What's he going to do? Go the next season in the Champions League again? What about the league? That's where we're supposed to be dominating, guys, not the
That's
Champions
what I'm
League.
saying. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about, bro. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Do you know what I mean? And people just don't realize.
You know what it is, though? It's what I was saying to Jez. It's the 40-year, the 30-year, the 20-year fans. It's
Mm,
all colliding as one. Because you've got the 20-year fans who are not used to seeing any progression. You got the 30-year fans who've grown up in the bad times and see some trophies now, who are now happy again. And you got the 40-year fans who've seen the domination of Liverpool. So between the 40 and the 30-year fans, we've both seen a level of success, but nowhere near as bad as the 40-year fans.
mm,
So that's where all the standards are going now, because the 20-year fans are the most loud.
facts. Right, let me share this.
See, me and Ant Zach are on the exact same wavelength there. He's
Mm.
actually older than me. He's 37, turning 38.
What do you think of this?
Do we want him?
Liverpool retained an interest in Adam Walton ahead of the summer transfer window. In November, the news was brought to you here first that Liverpool had held some preliminary talks with Walton's representative. You know what I mean?
Do we want Wharton though? I mean, do we really want him?
Do you rate him? I don't. I don't know big things about him. To be
I'm
honest.
not. I'm not rating him now. I'm
Last
not.
game, the last game Crystal Palace played, yeah, he looked pants, boy.
Mm,
He looked pants in that FA Cup game. He was pants, boy. And that team was non-league, you know. You know that team
no.
was non-league. Macclesfield,
All right.
and they got
Okay.
put and they got put out by Macclesfield, you know.
Mm. I've heard people singing this guy's praises, like Footy, for example, singing Wharton's praises, but every time I've seen him play, I'm not convinced of what I'm supposed to be seeing.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about, bro. I'm not convinced, bro. I'm not convinced at all.
And isn't it just the case that they had a really good defensive lineup with England's best centre back Mark Gay there? Wasn't that just the case? They couldn't get
Yeah,
past Mark Gay to get to the goal, so obviously Wharton would look better because it looks like he's doing his job. But isn't it just because Gay's there?
exactly. Exactamundos. You know what I mean,
Because when we had Fabinho and Henderson in our midfield, I'm not being funny. You would have thought we had the best midfield in the league because we very rarely shipped any goals because they couldn't get through our workhorse midfield.
There you go. There you go.
People forget about when you're in midfield. It's all about being a workhorse, not about being any fancy names or being more attack minded. Like Gravenberch, for example, he's more attack minded as a DM, so he's more like an attacking DM rather than a central defensive midfielder. That's the problem
Yeah,
you've got with him. He leaves a massive gap behind him because he's more attack minded. He wants to attack. He gets the ball and he tries to shoot. We don't
yeah,
want that in a DM. If you're going to play for Liverpool as a DM, you want to be more defensive because Liverpool's lineup is supposed to be more defensive, which is why we bought Van Dijk in the first place.
yeah. True,
Van Dijk
man.
and Alisson are supposed to be brick walls. But how can you have a brick wall when the guy in front's not got the cement anymore and he's just letting the wall fall?
Cementing it. That's so wrong.
They
So wrong.
just let the wall fall.
Yeah,
There's no one there anymore. It's just basically just walk straight through.
yeah. Yeah, just walk straight through, mate. Yeah, I don't know. I just haven't been impressed with it, mate.
I don't rate him, but if he's going to wear my shirt, then fine.
Yeah.
I'm like that at the moment. I don't particularly care who's wearing the shirt as long as when they're in, they do their job. I've got to
Yeah.
that point now.
Fellas in the league, in league, other week made a was it 1-3-4 clearance.
What? That is some good play. The guy must be an ex-pro or something. There's no way he's managed to do that. No chance.
Was that snooker football?
A snooker 134.
No.
That means he's put in the red, followed by the black, followed by the red, followed by the black. In order to do that level, he's got to have been maybe an ex-pro or something like that. Because there's no way he's making a 1-3-4 if he's just a normal pub player. No chance.
No, it's got to be
Not a shot. A century, yeah, but the extra 34 points on top, nah, no chance.
Got me, mate. Or I'll be fucking practicing 24/7.
Even then, man. I got the Super League of Darts, and I could never hit 180s for fun. It's not that easy to hit 180s or hit high scores, but I'm capable. But doesn't mean I can hit them all the time, does it?
Yeah. I hear that.
There was an ex-pro on their team last night. Well, there you go then.
Yeah. That's what it is. I mean, you turn up for 5 your pals, and you know what I mean, that you always beat, yeah? Mm-hmm. And they roll up with Kaka and all them, man, there.
It's the same, isn't it?
Yeah, isn't it? Sake, man. No, it's true. It's not good enough, is it? It's just not good, though.
Nah.
Because
a couple of these ex-pros could be it could just be their local bar, and because they don't play snooker on telly anymore, they've decided to just go and play in the pub league, which, I mean, doesn't really need to do the rest of them any favours, does it? Unless they're going to train everyone.
Yeah.
Mickey Van der Ven. Yeah, Van der Ven, I'm expecting Van der Ven to roll up at Liverpool, I'm not going to lie. I am expecting that.
What, this side of January or what?
In January? No, I don't see it in January, no.
Well, you want to see it in summer?
I'll probably end up seeing that one in the summer. They're probably going to panic buy and go for that. What was that player from Ecuador? Not the Ecuadorian, the one we were linked to, the name I couldn't pronounce.
Oh, Adonis.
That's him. That's what I think we're probably going to end up getting when the transfer window closes, which is at the end of this month, isn't it?
Next week.
Next week, there you go. So I think we're going to I think that's going to be a deadline day deal for me personally. I think that's what's
Reckon?
going to. They might just it might just be loan with an option to buy as well.
No, you never know.
You never know. You never know with these guys. They got one time they got Kabak and a hologram. I call him a hologram because we never actually seen the guy.
Mm. Fucking hell.
And then there was Anthony Moreno.
I'm not feeling none of it.
Mello, remember Mello? No, no one does.
That Brazilian in it from Juventus.
Yeah,
Oh, that was just I don't
that
know.
was a disaster. That was.
And did you see we was getting beaten by Man City, and he's there laughing and joking with Pep Guardiola.
Yeah,
You see that?
yeah.
He was,
Sorry.
wow, what are you doing, blood? But they're
He's not one of us. I don't know why. I don't know why they gave him to Klopp, because Klopp was like, "I'm not playing him. You must be joking. I don't even know who he is."
Yeah. Loan with option to buy. Fucking hell. That was just pants, isn't it?
I look at the decisions that FSG make over the years and the players they bring in for Klopp. I'm just like, but he didn't ask for that player, did he?
Exactly.
He didn't want that player. For me, it's just like FSG just don't want a level of success because they don't want the level of pressure that comes with dominance. That's what I think it is. Because success breeds entitlement, and entitlement breeds obviously a fan base that just wants more and more and more and more and more.
Exactly.
And they're not ready for that type of pressure, so they're never going to do it. They'll throw us a bone every 5 years. That's what they'll
do. There's a growing word that Mickey van der Ven wants to move on from Tottenham this summer. The defender is represented by the same agent as Liverpool midfielder Ryan Gravenberch. That's interesting, isn't it?
And he's already come out in the media and said, "I want to play with who? Virgil van Dijk."
Come as you like, bro. Come as you like.
Calm as you like, Virgil van Dijk.
Like if I played a minus 45 played, I'll get 75 star, but they are capable of clearing tables. Do get a few surprise wins in beat a player who's on a -3 wins. People thought I'll get a harder.
You sound like a Liverpool player. You're supposed to lose and you end up giving them a hiding. That's what it is. Big up Clive.
Big up Clive. Say big up Rods and Copfather and chat. Big up.
Yeah, we saw that. He put a W instead of the 2.
Yeah.
So what do you think then? You think Van der Ven's coming? Because
it's a good chance he could. It's a good chance he could.
Would you accept the Dutch
get him in Thursday?
Would you be happy with the Dutch centre back partnership of Virgil?
He's got some pace in him. He's got some good pace in him.
And the fan base going to take to him because he injured Isaac.
Yeah, that's another thing. I mean, he's got some good pace in him. His recovery is very good. He's a good defender, but would the team or the fans that they want him? Would the fans want him? Do you know what I mean?
We don't mind, man. This is a community. You mention what you want.
Hope you don't mind me mentioning me snooker. No, that's cool.
No, we don't mind, mate. You're educating us on snooker.
Yeah. So like, it'll be interesting that does happen. To be fair,
I can see it personally. I can see that happening. If Konate's had a stalemate, then they're just going to say to him, "I'm not going to be funny, mate. You can go, and we'll just go and get this guy instead."
Yeah,
and they'll bring in two others after that as well. But who will they bring in? I don't know.
It doesn't look like he's going to sign. Oh,
there he is! As soon as I mentioned him, talking the devil in the ears.
Reports of Joe O'Donnell's being on the verge of a move to Liverpool this window are untrue. He will be valued around 42 million in the summer. This is the thing about sort of like Liverpool. They take too long in doing things, and that's why
they can do it with an option to buy if they do it in January.
Yeah, and this is why sort of like other teams get our target because we take too long,
We do,
and,
which is
and then
annoying.
yeah, and then sort of like then when the guy's gone to another team, yeah, you know what I mean. Then the PR spill is, oh, we didn't want him in the first place. You know what I mean? We didn't see the value in him. Get out of it. You know what I mean? You just took too long. Just deal with the
I
fact that it took long.
that's one thing I don't like is when they take too long on a sign, and it's like, well, if you want the guy, go and get him, and if you don't want him, pick someone else.
This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. From that, if you don't want him, well, do you know what I mean? There's many other teams that want him. From that, right?
Who
Pick
is this?
someone else. But you just don't know what they're doing. Liverpool doing. You know what I mean? One minute they're really interested in the player. You know what I mean? You know, and next minute and then they're not. No, it's just bollocks, really. Uh, Roz has to have scouts for tea tomorrow soon. Nah, man, I'm not feeling
No,
that.
you can have some scouts, Rob. You can have
Nah,
scouts.
I'm not really on that, really. He's at winner in Budapest to win number 7. Yeah. It's
I'd
in
love us
Budapest.
to win number 7, but that's because I've grown up with the Champions League.
Yeah,
I
but
agree with that comment.
this here, right? FSG reluctant to sanction new signings whilst the bum is still in charge. But they put the bum in there.
I know that's another
They
point as
put
well.
him, yeah, they put him in there, and also as well, right? Why wait until sort of like he's gone to play signings? Might just doing signings now, so like when the new manager comes in, you've got these players. You can't be waiting and waiting around and they to do these signings, man. 'Cause they're just gonna get snapped up by other people. Simple.
Yeah, so it works.
I can see Chelsea going for him.
What this guy?
Yeah, I can see Chelsea go.
What surprised
They
me?
don't
Wouldn't
care.
surprise me.
They'll go for him. Even though they ain't gonna play him, they go for him. You know what they do? They go for him and like, and now next couple of months they loan him out. You know what I mean? They'll buy him, yeah, just so Liverpool can't get him. Simple as that.
I've seen that so many times. It's like they are so scared of what Liverpool could become. It frightens them to think that what Liverpool could become. All it was us signing Isak was enough for the Premier League and the content creators of our rivals just going absolutely ham, just going absolutely insane, going, that's it. Forget about the league, just hand the title to Liverpool, mate. You got to play the games yet. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
That comment in it, you've got to play the games. Saying Liverpool are just going to win the title because we signed Isak and Ekatike. No, it doesn't work like that. This is football. There's no foregone conclusions in football. There never has been.
have you noticed at the end of the day that sort of other teams at the end of the day, right? Other teams can do what they want,
Yeah.
yeah, but we can't do what we want.
No, because we're the most hated fan base, told you.
Yeah, we can't do what we want.
Even though league teams hate us.
Yeah, man, it's disgusting because other teams can like go and buy who they want and this and
Yeah.
that, but we can't. They can even
Arsenal
buy,
and City have both spent more money than us this season. Did you know that?
yeah,
And yet, who got branded the worst team in the world buying the league for buying players for once? We
yeah,
did.
yeah.
450 mil. How did you get that? Well, 237 million of that was player sales. That's how we got it.
Joke. Alonso comes in and benches new slot signings. His wasteful, bro.
I don't think Alonso would.
I don't
Alonso's
think I
not the
don't
type
think he
to do
would
that.
because I don't think he would because some of the players that he bought that are on offer, like this guy, like and Andre from Wills and a few others, they're quality players. I mean, you can never bunch of players, and
No.
plus the players that then we got anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We dare to have 2 top centre forwards up raw Chelsea by about 40 players. Transfer window silence. Yeah, man. Fuck.
And they're not even giving any pressure. No pressure whatsoever for Chelsea to do anything. That's what annoyed me this season more than anything else. If there was no pressure put on them, they've just come back from winning the Club World Cup, a ridiculous tournament we've already been through, but they spent more money than every other team, and yet there's zero pressure on them. That's what annoyed me right at the beginning of the season.
I
All the
never really
pressure, all the pressure was put on Liverpool. Why?
was where the easy target me.
Exactly.
Um, City spent 200 in January, more in summer, and more in January and January, where the worst though. Yeah,
And also, as well, did you notice Liverpool still had to go and see Turkey, even though City had signed him, because Liverpool had an arrangement to go and meet with Turkey's representatives, but City jumped in to buy him once they knew we couldn't get Verts. So again, why are they going for the same players we are?
because they ain't got these clubs like Chelsea and Man City. They ain't got a scouting system.
No, they
They
haven't.
wait for us to scout players and then they jump on it. They always do that. Chelsea did that. Used to do that years ago. You know what I mean? And now Man City's doing it. What scout your own players, isn't it? Question: will we keep the team in for the Bournemouth game?
No, because I don't think Kanate is going to be there because his father's just passed away, so he probably won't be there. But that creates a problem, doesn't it?
He wasn't there the
Sadly,
other night, though, wasn't he? He wasn't there the other night. He didn't travel the other night.
that's
He
going to
didn't-
be Gomez as a centre back partnership with Van Dijk potentially, so that's
yeah.
okay. But that means Szoboszlai's going to go right back.
No, because you got Frimpong, haven't you?
I hope so. I'm going to pray, but we know what this ball throw's like. Mr. Lex Luthor himself.
Lex Luthor, they said. That's a Lex Luthor. Somebody said that in the chat the other day, didn't they?
They got Rabbit.
Alonso benches Trent at Madrid.
Trent.
Yeah, because he had Carvalho, didn't he?
That's because Trent's not a very good defender, as we already know. He's a good attacker, but he ain't a very good defender. So Alonso realised that, and because of the way Real Madrid played, they needed a more defensive-minded right back. It's just as simple as that.
Yeah. People keep forgetting Jota. I don't think we would have brought it Ekitike without us losing Jota.
See, I don't agree with that.
Well, there's a possibility, but I doubt it.
Because Nunes was going, and so was Diaz. So if Nunes and Diaz would have gone, then we would have still been down a striker anyway. So we would have had to get Ekitike. And because Isak became available, like he did, we still would have gone for Isak. So regardless, we still would have had the same lineup, just with Jota on the bench. Nothing would have changed, in my opinion.
Every time. Yeah, I hear you though. 66 will end up at Newcastle Watch.
Oh, I don't know about that one. That'd be interesting, though, wouldn't it?
It will be a very interesting one too.
Hey, does that mean they can put the phone back on?
That's wrong.
Turn the phone back on. Beep. Hello, is this Liverpool? Yes. We have your right back. Don't. You have Real Madrid's right back. We don't know who this guy is. Who's Trent? We don't know that guy.
Trent. Oh, what a life, eh? You know what I mean?
That's what it is, man. You went to Real Madrid because you thought they were going to be better, and then you realise when you get there, they're not going to accept you the same way Liverpool did. Mate, you had it made where you was, and you decided to go off, so you made your bed laying it.
Well, it's true though, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? You thought the grass was greener. Do you know what I mean? Pardon the
Whether or
pun.
not there's internal problems at Liverpool or not, you're only meant to be on the pitch doing your job. What happens backstage shouldn't really be affecting you too much because your job is on the pitch.
Yeah, but sometimes at the day, if you can see a situation that's gonna be that's gonna come crashing down, really at the end of the day, you want to sort of like, you know, you want to get out. You want to kind of get out while the going is good. Do you know what I mean? You know, and I just think realistically, that's what you saw. he's seen a situation that's going to go really, really bad at Liverpool, and he's thinking to himself, "Oh boy, let me just get out while I can," because I ain't got sort of like I ain't got
Yeah,
Klopp. I haven't got
but
Klopp to protect me anymore, so I'm gone.
but isn't it possible a bad situation can be improved? Wouldn't you rather just stay in the bad situation and let the bad situation improve rather than just wondering about the bad situation that's there?
I very much doubt that with FSG when they get in bad situations can improve. It probably will improve, but it will probably take about 5 or 6 years
Oh yeah, it's not
to
going to improve
improve.
anytime soon.
Right. So basically, and he's thinking, well, look, I'm 24 now. If he's going to take about 5 or 6 years, let's say he takes 6 years, I'm going to be 30 years old. And if he doesn't improve to my liking, then what? I've just waited 5 years of my life
That's true. I do
when
agree
I'm
with that.
when I'm on prime. So he's probably. I mean, listen, we can only speculate on sort of like why he left. You know what I mean? We can only speculate. And obviously, you raise a good point, and I'm raising a good point as well. But like, it gets you get you get into certain situations where you know what I mean. You can see something happening and they right, that's not good enough, mate, right? And you think,
Hmm.
boy, I'm gonna get out while the guy's good. Remember, he's been around those situations before with the club because you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Remember that season that they win that they refused to buy any proper centre backs and they in January. Do you know what I mean? They just literally wanted to wait until Verge and Verge. Um,
Gomez and Matip came back.
yeah. It was Gomes Matter at that time. I was trying to say Kanate, but it wasn't. Yeah, he did prefer to wait till they come back. And don't get me wrong, don't get it twisted. He's probably saw that. Remember, him and Klopp were very, very good friends. You know what I mean? Because Klopp, his personality is infectious. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So very
He's
good
one of
friends.
those managers that can just motivate you to just run and run and run and run.
Yeah.
This team right now lacks motivation.
Well, because of the day, he's got no man management skills.
No, he hasn't.
He hasn't got no man management skills, and you know what I mean. And what do you do? What do you do when you
You
ain't got no
sack him,
skills?
you bring in Gerrard, and you say to Gerrard, you're going to be the assistant manager. I mean, that's what you do. In an ideal world, that's what you do. You're going
Mm.
to be the assistant manager, and Alonso's going to be the manager, and you two can run Liverpool together. That's what
Well,
you
that's
do.
it.
But would that happen? Who knows?
Yeah, I doubt it, but that's what you
I'd love that.
that,
That'd be
that
brilliant.
that's what you do. I mean, that's realistically what would turn the club around. You know what I mean?
That's the dream.
Yeah, you know.
Honestly, Steven Gerrard and Alonso sat together running Liverpool. That is the dream.
Yeah, oh mate, come on
There's
now,
two
man.
players that know how to get over the line.
You don't get better than
One drags you over the line, and the other coaches you over the line.
that. Jackson
You can
right.
figure out. You can figure out which is which, Rods.
Uh, At this stage, I don't mind as long as it gets done. It will happen when your brother is also your agent.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but to be honest, I reckon he's seen something. I reckon he's seen something. Some people are linking us with Tonali, haha. They turned off their phone. They'd probably rather sell to Sunderland, another fake rival we got now.
Oh God, have we got are Sunderland our rivals now? Are they?
It wouldn't. It literally wouldn't surprise me, Jay.
Right? If we have so many rivals, it can only stem from before most of us were born. Apart from obviously Rods and some of the other older fans, it's because when they dominated in the 70s and the 80s, that's probably when all the fan bases hated us. But that has absolutely nothing to do with the current Liverpool and the current fan base.
Yeah, but the thing is about it, Sunderland's never going to be our rivals. What they've done,
No, you're never going to be
never
our
gonna,
rival, mate.
yeah, they're never going to be our rivals, man. They haven't even won a cup winners' cup. What's wrong with you?
Nah.
You know what I mean? The best days is when they had Niall Quinn. Come on, then, man.
Forest are more rivals than they are.
Yeah, well, there you go. You know what I mean? Okay, then, G, I'm going to make a move now.
Yeah, man.
I'm going to make a move. Probably be back tomorrow with a match preview at some time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
man. I will
another
definitely not
season
watch
of
over again.
Another season of Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor. Let me take this off. 1 second. Okay, 62 people says yes. If LFC fans, if Arne win the Champions League, does he keep his job? 62 people say yes.
No.
38 says no, or give him one more season, and it's zilch on that one. So I'm going to end this.
Let me say something here before we go. For all the people that are saying yes to help him keep his job, right? This team that was created was not created to win the Champions League, guys. It was not created for that. It was created to retain the league and to dominate the league. It hasn't done that, so he's failed in his mission that he was put in charge to do. Liverpool are about the league. If you want to stay as the biggest club in England, we have to keep winning the league. The Champions League has done nothing for us to make us a bigger club. We only could say we're bigger than United when we won 2 Premier Leagues. Come on, guys.
Isn't it?
Yeah, 62% are saying that we should give them another chance. To do what? Win more Champions Leagues. Great. Madrid are always going to be better than us in the Champions League. We're going to be top in our league. If we get number 21, 22, 23, we can cement our place as the best team and the biggest team in this league. That's what we want. That's what this badge represents. Not the Champions League. We've got 6 of them.
And it's shit now as well.
There you go. Yeah, man. There's got to be a couple of rivals coming in and clicking that.
Corrupt, you know?
There's no chance that they've said that they're going to be happy with him another season. Yeah. No chance.
Peter said it's corrupt. Peter said it's corruption around here, blood. Go on, Peter. You know what I feel? I got these chicken, yeah, chipolatas, yeah, right, and I got some rolls, crusty rolls. I feel like fry 2 of them as sandwich.
Sandwich.
Yeah, a cup of tea, man. I might have to do that a bit later. You know what I mean?
I had a Burger King.
Fucking hell. It's so wrong, but right.
Right.
I shall be back tomorrow with a match reaction at some time tomorrow. Look out for that. Thank you, Copfather, for joining me.
No problem.
And we have Bournemouth. We'll wait to Bournemouth, 5:30 Saturday.
Yeah, I will be helping you out with that watch along, because that is chaos for me, that one.
You're all right.
I'm going to have little children running around.
Yeah,
you just be doing this. This is me 1-year-old, and there he goes.
I feel I can shimmy through it, but yeah. So I'll be like obviously back doing a match preview tomorrow and a watch along on Saturday as well. So guys, like and subscribe, and all that good stuff. Hit the notification button, and I'll see you very, very soon. Take care.
We out. Sort out.
Innit?